supposed to be doing the spuds.
We swapped jobs.
Well, I didn't tell you to swap.
Can't do everything all at once, can I?
Oh!
I faked the headache just to get into the infirmary. Couldn't even pinch the right bloody pills, could I? Vitamins. It's my luck to stuff everything up.
You don't still feel like doing it, do you?
Don't feel anything now.
This concerns the post of governor at this prison. Your application was most favourably received, I might say.
Well, thank you, Mr. Watkins.
However, Mrs. Reynolds' heroism during the recent prison riot and the subsequent favourable press coverage have caused us to reconsider and reinstate Mrs. Reynolds as governor with the full endorsement of the department.
Suppose you've heard the news. After all, you rigged it. Brainwashed the other officers and told the department you wouldn't work with me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The governor's reinstatement is what I'm talking about. And don't give me that wide-eyed, innocent look. You engineered the whole thing from start to finish.
Joan, I may have been reinstated as deputy, but I hardly think I've got that sort of influence with the department.
That was my job. And you can't convince me that you lot didn't gang together and backstab me out of the running.
We didn't have to, Joan. I mean, the simple fact is that Anne is far more suitable to the job as governor than you'll ever be. And thank God the department woke up in time.
Well, well. I suppose you'd like me to hand in my resignation right now. That would really make your day, wouldn't it?
If you had a glimmer of self-respect, Joan, that's exactly what you should do.
Forget it. I am not through with you or a lot of other people in this place yet. Not by a long shot.
Jeez, I'm starving. Where's Tucker?
We want food! We want food!
Shut up.
We want food! We want food!
What's going on? Oh, look, I'm sorry, but there's been an accident in the kitchen and there'll be a slight delay. Now, look, things are bad enough without you lot carrying on, so for heaven's sake, keep it down.
Anyone hurt?
Yes, I'm afraid Mrs. O'Regan and Dot Farah have had hot fat spilled on them. Now, Dot will be all right after minor treatment, but poor Mrs. O'Regan...
Is Rachel okay?
Oh, bugger, Milsom, when are we gonna eat?
Oh, just have a little patience, will you? Milsom's doing the best he can. Look, don't shove. You'll get served a lot quicker if you queue up properly.
Jeez.
Templar, Mrs. Reynolds wants to see you in her office as soon as you finish tea, okay?
Well, where's the bloody meat?
Just be very grateful it's not warmed over porridge, Winter.
Well, I'm not going to eat all this muck.
Then move your bum so other people can.
It's just veggie. Who cares? I'm starving. Come on.
Yeah, pretend you're on a health kick. Pretend you're a vegetarian.
Well, back where we started.
And what a relief. I really thought Joan was going to win this one.
Me too. She took the news pretty badly, I'm afraid.
I know. I got the full blast. But don't get your hopes up. She's not going to resign.
Oh, don't worry. I know Joan well enough to know that'd be the last thing on her mind at the moment. Come in.
Excuse me, Mrs. Reynolds. Templar's here to see you.
Oh, show her in, please, and I'll ring through when I need someone to take her back.
Well, I'll be off then.
Sit down, Leigh.
Thank you.
You must know some very influential people.
Well, you meet them in the sort of world I moved in.
The acting minister's just told me that pressure was brought to bear to have me reinstated. It wasn't hard to find out that you were the person responsible. The poor man wasn't at all amused.
Well, I'm glad it worked. I owed you for saving my life, Mrs. Reynolds. It's a very small repayment.
Well, Wentworth means a lot to me. I just want you to know that I appreciate your efforts. I just hope that you haven't compromised your own position. Your trial's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes, but don't worry. I've still got a few favours to call in yet.
Well, good luck. And hopefully the next time I see you will be on the front cover of a magazine.
Oh, no, I think my cover girl days are over. Oh, I'm not sorry. I've tread on my looks for long enough. But being in here has taught me that there's more to life than looking good and selling yourself to the highest bidder.
Have you got any plans?
Plenty. And now I know I've got enough guts to make them happen.
Somehow I think you'll be more than a match for that judge tomorrow.
Well,
For once in their lives, it looks like the department has done the right thing.
I'll second that.
Probably realised all the other officers would resign if they kicked Reno out and put the freak in.
Kick in the teeth for winter.
Yeah, it's back to the drawing board, huh? Well, if they get rid of the freak, I might even take out a long lease on that cell of mine.
Why aren't you celebrating?
Oh, I feel bad about Dot and Mrs. O. It was all my fault, Myra. I should have known Dot couldn't lift that heavy tray out of the oven.
Oh, it's pretty typical of someone who runs down innocent pedestrians, though. I mean, what's a poor old lady or two after that?
Why the concern all of a sudden, Winter? You weren't very worried about Dot when you staged that riot. Now bugger off, or you'll be the next accident victim.
Oh, look, I'm quaking in me boots.
Good. You've got good reason to. It's a whole new ball game now that Reno's back in the chair. And while we're on the subject, no more drugs. Or they'll go down the loo and you'll go after them.
Just you try stopping me.
Oh, I won't have to. Ferguson's not going to play any games with you. You didn't deliver, and she doesn't forget.
Listen, Desmond, it doesn't matter whether the freak made it or not. She still does what I tell her.
Should be champagne with all the good news we've been having today. What do you reckon?
I'm high enough already. Actually, there is some other news to celebrate. I was going to make it official in the morning, but why wait?
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
All right. The department's decided that you should be rewarded for the way you handled the riot situation. So they've noted you down for a citation.
Holy hell! I don't know what to say. You put a good word in for me, didn't you? Oh, boy. Thanks, Mrs. Reynolds. Governor. Mum will be tickled pink.
Oh, I didn't do it to bribe you into reconsidering your resignation.
Oh, I know you don't work like that.
Have you given it some more thought?
Yep. I'm staying. Not just because of the citation, either.
So you managed to work out that problem?
Yeah. I don't think that'll be happening again.
Good. I think you'll be a real asset to Wentworth.
Well, I'll give it my best shot.
And don't forget you're young, though. The women will still try it on.
I'm sure of it. But that's what makes it all a good challenge, right?
That's what I like to hear.
Shane, you awake? Hey.
Yeah. Glad you're home. You're a crook. My head's just got worse up.
Right, old boy. It's the doctor for you, and off to bed. Come on. Would you like me to get you some soup?
No, I'm not hungry.
Okay, ladies, buy up children. Nice job, Bobbie. I smell you coming.
Lauren.
Oh, great. Hope they got the right chocolates this week. Kean.
Hey, Bobbie, can I have a look at your shirt? It's not a nice way to talk, especially to my mate. Lay off, Murray. Maybe she needs another little rest in hospital, teach her some manners. Hey, the lady said she wants to see you soap. You rotten little bitch.
It's okay, lass. I'll handle it. All right, you two. Come on now. Come on, brick that up. Come on, right.
She's trying to pinch me soap.
Back to your sandwich.
He's trying to put on a show to impress his girlfriend. Never mind, Miss Rogers. Bantamweights always like to strut.
Don't push your luck, Winter, or you'll be missing your buy-up altogether. Okay, lass. We better get on with it, eh?
Yeah, or you'll be here all night.
Never mind, darling. You still got me.
Hello.
Hi.
Just thought I'd wish you good luck for tomorrow.
Oh, thanks, Judy. Just keeping myself busy so I don't think about it too much.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's not going to be a lot of fun when they start to air all the dirty linen, especially the porn movies.
No, probably not, but if you have a judge worth a dime, he'll be on your side from the start.
I hope so. I heard from my solicitor, and the police have picked up Roland for blackmail.
Oh.
So that should help. At least I don't have to worry about him bleeding me dry anymore.
Right, you see, now you're going to be able to make a fresh start. And I wouldn't worry about that scar. Good plastic surgeon will get rid of that.
I think I'll keep it as a souvenir. Truth is, Jude, I'm sick of all this glam model bit.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, it's the only trade I know, so I thought I might open up a modelling school. There's heaps of shonky ones around, ripping fortunes off kids and teaching them nothing. It's creeps like Burnett that give the business a bad name. What do you think?
I think it's a terrific idea. I also think that you were pretty terrific to help get Mrs. Reynolds reinstated. Yeah, I know about it. Hard to keep a secret from me. You must have pulled some strings for that one, and strings in pretty high places.
Well, I owed him.
I think everyone's going to have a great big thank you for that.
They know?
Not yet, but I'm going to make it my business to tell them.
Oh, Judy, I'd rather you didn't. Honestly, I think it'd be much better if they thought the department made the decision.
Maybe. But when you first arrived here, everyone was really hard on you. I'd like to see them eat their words for a change.
Well, you know something I discovered in here? Holding on to grudges is just for fools. Gets you nowhere. Gives you wrinkles.
Nothing too serious there, Shane, my lad.
What is it, Doctor?
Just a dose of the flu. I think half the kids in the neighbourhood are off school with it at the moment. I'll give you a prescription, but the important thing to remember is to keep your lad in bed for a couple of days. Keep him warm, plenty of fluids and plenty of rest.
You sure that's all it is?
Yes, he'll be fine, Mrs. Ferguson. But no doubt you'll make the most of being an invalid, eh? Have your mother running around in circles, no doubt?
No, of course not. Hey, can Nicky come back on the bed?
No, he can't. He can sleep on the couch tonight. Enough.
There. That should take care of the temperature. Good night, son. And don't have your mother running around too much, or we'll have her down with the flu, too.
Bye, Doc.
Bye.
Come on, you. I'm going to put the light out and you can get some sleep, all right?
Okay. Remember, Nicky only likes cooked food.
Yeah, I'll try to do it just the way he likes it.
Sorry to dirty it again when you've just washed it. Now, are you going to tell me why you walked out in such a huff just now?
Seem to be handling it pretty well by yourself.
Ah, you're mad at me because I took over, right? Now, come on, Heath. I was on duty too, you know.
You made me look like a complete incompetent in front of those prisoners.
Oh, that's been a bit dramatic, isn't it?
The women have to understand that even though I am new to this job, I can handle it just as well as you or any other male officer.
Nobody's saying you can't. I mean, the riot proved that, if nothing else. Oh, come on. What's happened to the new chums learning the ropes together, eh? I thought you and me were mates.
Yeah, and the way you behaved, you telegraphed the whole thing to those prisoners. You heard the cracks they made. They get one whiff of the fact that you and me are seeing each other outside of here and they're going to give me hell and use it against me, given half a chance.
Oh, come on, you're blowing the whole bloody thing out of proportion.
Look, I told Mrs. Reynolds that I was going to stay on here, and I also told her that I was going to do a good job.
So?
So, if our being friends outside of here is going to get in the way of that, then the choice is simple, Dennis. We forget our social bit. For me, the job comes first all the way.
And Milsom and Warren, kitchen duty.
I prefer the laundry, Mrs. Morris, after what happened yesterday.
It was an accident. Besides, until the department can make other arrangements, the governor's putting you in charge.
Oh, that. Good on you, right?
At least with you in there, love, we'll get a better deal than we did at breakfast.
Yeah, cold cereal and bread and butter. Even lumpy porridge is better than that. We're entitled to hot breakfast.
The officers did their best.
All right, ladies, all the cleaners and workshop ladies, come with me, please.
Get rid of that chewing gum before it ends up in the washers.
Steak Diane for tea.
Good luck, eh?
It goes for all of us, love. Give 'em hell.
Thanks.
Could you send us an autograph magazine? Oh, God, I nearly forgot. It's my lucky rabbit's foot. I always keep it with me.
Well, it hasn't done you much good.
Yeah, might do the trick.
Come along.
I'll see you later then. I mean, post it back.
Thanks, Marlene. Thanks for everything, Judy. I won't forget you, that's a promise.
Thank you, and good luck, kid.
I'm glad your appointment as deputy's been confirmed, Meg.
Me too. Oh, that reminds me, did you hear that there's a special meeting being called to appoint my replacement as union rep?
Oh, aye, Joyce told me. Here, do you think Joan will stand?
Not on your life. She's about as anti-union as you could get.
Well, that's a relief. I should have known that. She's a law unto herself.
Morning, Heather.
Hi, Meg.
Oh, I thought I'd better warn you. The women are pretty grumpy this morning, and I think they'll probably stay that way until this kitchen problem's sorted out.
Well, I can understand it. They don't get a lot to look forward to outside of a decent meal and, well, a bit of telly.
Is everything all right, Heather?
Fine.
How about another coffee, Dennis?
Oh, no, thanks. I've got a couple of things to sort out in reception. I'll see you at the meeting then, eh?
Fine. How about you? Like a cuppa?
Ta.
I thought you and Dennis were getting along really well. What's happened?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. The atmosphere's cold enough to freeze the milk.
Oh, okay. He put on this great macho act in the rec room last night. And you know how little it takes for women to start gossiping when they think there's something going on between the officers.
Yeah, I see your point. I must admit, though, any sort of personal relationships in this job are pretty tricky. I give it a lot of thought before you get too involved with Dennis.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. We're just friends. After what I said to him last night, I don't even think we've got that anymore.
Not a very exciting menu, is it?
It's been ages since Mrs. O got excited over anything, I reckon. Oh, yuck. Stewed minced potatoes and sprouts. I hate Brussels sprouts.
No wonder she boils them half to death.
Look, let's just chuck that in and think of something else, eh?
Don't think she'd like that.
She's not going to know about it, and by the time she does know about it, we'll have eaten it anyway.
Great to do something really tasty, wouldn't it?
Tell you what I could go for. Chicken Maryland. And then pavlova with heaps of ice cream for sweets. What do you reckon?
I reckon it'd take a miracle with what we'd find in this kitchen.
Oh, well, you're a good cook, Rach. Why don't you jazz up the mince a bit, or we'll just find something else?
Why not? Have a look in the fridge, see what's there.
No prizes for guessing. Mince, mint, and more bloody mince.
That's okay, we can jazz it up with a few herbs and spices. I know a really great recipe for meatballs, and I'll do my special sauce.
Oh, yum.
No potatoes, we'll do something with the potatoes.
If they ever get their fingers out and get them peeled. And I've got a great idea for the sprouts. We'll flush them down the loo.
Better not. Anyway, with my special sauce, you won't taste the sprouts.
Looks like old Leigh's going to miss the meal of the year,
Yeah,
eh?
we'll all miss it if you don't get cracking. Now do the sprouts.
Me and my big bloody mouth. Hey, with any luck, Mrs. O will have a relapse when she hears about this.
Well, you now have my official resignation.
Oh, it's such a pity. You were a really good union rep, Meg.
Well, that's how it is. You can't be management material and still a member of the union. I hope you don't treat me like the enemy, though.
Oh, we get on with it.
Oh, Joan, it's not like you to show enthusiasm at a union meeting.
Since I'm forced to be a member, I also have the right to demand some action instead of all this needless chit-chat.
Right, nominations. Oh, come on. Someone's got to do the job. What about you, Dennis?
Oh, well, maybe it'd be better if it was someone who's been here a bit longer.
Oh, come on. You're a pom. They always make the best shop stewards.
Yeah, an official excuse to whinge.
Frankly, I'm not keen. But I'll stand if it'll help get things moving.
Oh, good. I'll second that. Any more nominations?
Maybe I should stand. No, don't suppose I get much support, would I? Well, no need for me to hang around here any longer. I'll leave you lot to your parlour games while I get on with the business of running this place.
All right, any more nominations?
Why don't you stand?
Oh, well, seeing as how I talked Dennis into it, OK, but it's strictly for the record. For heaven's sake, don't vote me in.
Right, how about we take a vote? Who's for the pom?
And when the boiling fat came pouring all over...
Look, shut up and get on with your work, you stupid old dingbat. Go on.
I'm in no fit condition to work. I tell you what, though, I'm not getting cremated. Burning's a terrible way to go.
Well, I don't think you'd really know much about it, would you, Dot?
Don't you believe it. Plenty of dead people have been buried alive.
Listen, those deals you were talking about? I don't want to know or want out.
Suit yourself.
The governor wants to see you, Kean.
Yeah, in a minute.
My, how the mighty have fallen. Well, you'd think the governor would send a junior officer to do her messages for her, wouldn't you?
Come on, Kean, I can't wait all day.
I bet it was her said I was fit to work. It's a crime after what I've been through. And you're a bloody rotten lot too. Not a word of sympathy out of any of us.
Okay, girls, let's pay attention. If Dot doesn't get this off her chest, we'll never hear the end of it. Go, Dot.
Well, it wasn't funny either. I can still feel a searing pain as the boiling fat came pouring all over me. I can see me flesh shriveling before me eyes. And I can smell the stink of burning flesh.
Sit down, Rebecca.
Rather stand, thanks.
Yes, all right. I'm sorry, but I've got some bad news for you. I'm afraid I've just heard that your father died a few hours ago.
Yeah, well, it's for the best. He wasn't going to get any better.
Your mother's asked to come and visit you.
Forget it. She and I got nothing to say to each other.
I think it'd help if you did see her. She's very upset.
Look, I saw my father before he died. That's what she wanted. There aren't going to be any more favours.
You don't want to send a message of any kind?
No. Is that it?
Yes, that's it. Of course, you'll be excused from work for the rest of the day.
Rather work, thanks.
You sure you don't want some time to yourself?
Look, I don't need your concessions, Mrs. Reynolds. Or your pity.
Very well. Miss Ferguson, will you take her back?
It's funny how things level out, isn't it, Kean? You know, my father never recovered from that kidnap ordeal. But he's still alive. And your father's dead. Well, too late to go back to work. I'll take you to the rec room. You'll be wanting to tell everyone the good news, won't you?
Good. What do you call this muck?
It isn't muck. It's polpetta alla casalingua. That's rissoles with tomato and oregano sauce, and there's herb sprouts and potato crispy.
When I was a girl, we wouldn't touch this sort of stuff. We never ate foreign food.
Come on, form a queue and make
This
it
is
start.
just meatballs, greens, and bloody spuds.
Yeah, but it's the Italian style.
Oh, Italian bull, at least give me a decent serve.
It's a delicacy. You don't eat it like popcorn.
Well, I'm not the delicate type.
Yeah, I'm not the delicate type either. Come on, pile it on, pile it on. That's no way.
That's too much.
Yeah, it is on the generous side, isn't it? If you feel lucky, you could try taking some back. Oh, well, take the noise out.
Hang about. I don't mean to be piggy, but I could starve to death eating this.
There's not going to be... What the bloody hell?
Thank you very
What
much.
seems to be the delay?
There's not going to be enough, Miss Ferguson. I'm just going back for some more.
Make it snappy.
Hey, listen, girls, don't let yourselves be the losers. Give them hell.
We want keep your nose out of this, Winter.
There has to be enough. I cooked heaps. Well, there isn't. Some of the women are going to miss out. Ferguson's getting angry.
Well, let her. There's nothing we can do about it now.
Of course there is. We have to cook more.
Oh, yeah. That took the whole morning to prepare.
Well, we'll rustle up something else. Salads. There's plenty of cold meat in the fridge. We'll chop that up and serve that to them quickly. Well, do something, will ya? It's murder out there. We just got them all stirred up. Look, grab stuff from the fridge, anything that's ready to eat, and we'll chop that up and serve it to them.
We want food. 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 We want food.
Oh, now shut up, all of you. Now give Rachel a go. She's doing the best she can.
Well, Milsom, the great cook, eh? Thanks to you, we've almost got a riot on our hands. Now get more food in there, fast.
Preparing agendas, writing reports, chairing meetings. Who needs it?
Being a union rep's nothing. Honestly, it's a pushover.
Oh, it's all very well for you. You're the leader type. I'm not.
You'll be fine.
Well, as long as I can count on a great deal of support from you.
Any time. What's that, a rabbit's foot?
Yes. Leigh Templar gave it to me when she called in for her things this afternoon. She asked me to give it back to Marlene Warren and tell her how much good luck it brought her in court.
Yes, I must admit I was a bit surprised. I mean, what did she get? A 2-year bond, wasn't it?
She was a classy lady. I'm going to miss her.
I think we all will. From the governor down. I'm not sure, but I've got this feeling she had a lot to do with Anne Reynolds' reinstatement.
And I always thought beautiful people would be dreadful and bitchy, but no, nothing to do with it. They've got the lot. The niceness and the good looks. Oh, it's enough to make you sick.
Looks like Leigh was no exception.
Well, she won't be needing this anymore.
I didn't appreciate that bit of trouble in the dining room, Winter. Not one little bit.
That was just a little reminder if you don't get me the hell out of here. Because that was our deal, remember?
No, Winter. All deals between you and me are off. Debts are only valid if goods are received, and I didn't get the governorship.
Yeah, I thought you might pull something like that. Lucky I was a girl guide, isn't it?
Meaning what?
Meaning when I deal with your type of person, I make sure I have more than your memory to rely on.
Oh, come on, Winter. Getting you out of here might have made sense if I was governor, but why should I take a risk for you now?
Because I got the goods on you, Ferguson. And if I spill my guts, you are a goner.
A prisoner's word against an officer's? Never.
Still, it might make a lot of important people think, though, mightn't it? And it's going to make your little sidelines a lot tougher to operate.
I've stopped hearing you, Winter.
Then you better start listening. Because what about that kid?
What kid?
That little boy you're playing mothers and fathers with.
What about him?
Nice to know you're hearing me again.
What about the boy?
Well, he's so little, isn't he? You hear about such terrible things happening to little kids like that. Cars, trains, dirty old men.
I knew you were low, Winter, but...
Don't come the morality pitch with me, Ferguson! I'm fighting for my freedom here. And if it's a choice between him and me, it's going to be him. And I've got people outside there who can fix it.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Contact these people. Tell them the VJ's hearings are tomorrow. The plan's all arranged, they just need to know when to spring it. Then I'll be off and away before you can have me conveniently transferred to Blackmore.
Is that all you want me to do?
Oh, that's all. But you make damn sure you contact everyone on that list and you do it fast. Because they're going to need time to set it up. Any foul-up's going to be your foul-up. And your little boy will pay for it. Is that clear?
Oh, for God's sake, Mark, turn that thing down, will you?
Come off it. Haven't you heard? Teas isn't okay for Saturday.
What the hell are you doing home?
Correction day. What's eating you?
Nothing. I just don't feel like noise, okay?
Oh, I just don't feel like noise. Yeah.
Hello. Could I speak to Heather, please?
Yeah, sure. Who's calling?
Dennis Cruikshank.
Ah, yeah, sure thing. It's that spunk from the prison you rave on about. No.
Come on, give me the phone.
I'm not gonna...
Mark, give the phone to your sister and stop fooling about. Thank you.
Hello, Dennis?
Sorry to bother, Heather, but, well, I'm feeling lousy about today. It was my fault. You're a first-rate officer, and I had no right to barge in like that. If I'd have thought for a moment...
He barracks for Hawthorne and won't have him as a brother-in-law.
Look, I'm fed up with you now. Shut up!
Not you, Dennis. It was just my stupid, rotten little brother behaving like an idiot.
Oh, look, what say you we go out to dinner tonight, somewhere we could talk? Chinese, maybe?
Dinner? Yeah, that'd be great.
Ask him here. I'm cooking a roast. Ask him. Go on.
Mum said she's cooking a roast. You're welcome if you want to.
But if you'd rather go out...
No, a home-cooked roast? Well, that's an offer I can't refuse.
Oh, right.
6:30.
6:30 be okay?
Smashing. See you then.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
From Yorkshire, eh? Oh. Is that in the north or the south? Not that it matters in such a tiny country, I suppose.
Oh, it's not that tiny. It's
You'd
one
see
of the biggest...
Queen often, though, wouldn't you?
Well, not in Barnsley.
Oh, I love all that business with horses and carriages and jewels. Oh, we don't get that here. And what about the royal wedding? Wasn't it marvellous? Mind you, I think they could have run the iron over her dress.
Mum reckons that Charles should have married Heather, not Di.
Oh, Mark, don't be a pain.
I hope your people in Barnshire don't carry on like these two. It can be something terrible in this house at times.
Yeah, well, not tonight it won't be, because somebody's going to get a thick ear, right?
I suppose you're a soccer fan?
No, cricket's my game.
Cricket? Ah, good one. Yeah, I'm right into cricket myself.
Greg Chappell's his hero.
Best all-rounder in the game. Made both of them look like a beginner, that's for sure.
Hey, get out of it.
Mum, isn't there something burning?
That'll be the dessert. It won't be burning. I'll check it anyway.
Mark, why don't you go and get your cricket vet to show Dennis?
All right, I can take a hint.
Oh, God, it's a disaster. We should have gone out. Mum was all over me on the phone
Hey,
and I just...
look, don't apologise. That's what I'm here for. And unless you've forgiven me already, that is.
Well, I suppose if you've got to put up with my brat of a brother, I guess I'll have to, won't I?
Hey, mate, give us a hand, will you? My dog's stuck in the drain down there.
Sorry, mate, I'd like to get home before it rains, but if you give it a piece of meat or something, that'll get him out.
Oh, that bloody ratbag. Where am I going to get a piece of meat from?
You want to get out of the rhino, Sonny Jim? Good idea. Come on, hop in.
Please, help me.
Oh, look, I don't think he's going to come out until it stops raining. Dogs are pretty smart. They stay where they can keep dry, and so should you. Hop in with me. We'll put the heater on. We'll go for a spin until it stops raining. Then we'll come back and we'll pick up the dog. Come on.
Hey, here she is, girls. Let's hear it for the cook, eh? Beauty, right?
Thank you. I'd forgotten what real food tasted like.
At least there was enough this time.
Hey, what you call it, Rachel? That thing we ate.
Quiche. I told her that, but she reckons
Now,
that
in my day, it was called plain old bacon and egg pie. Only we used to put pastry on top, too. Nowadays, they save themselves the trouble and give it a French name.
What are you talking about? You loved it. She had seconds.
Oh, it was ace, Rachel. I'd never had it before. Oh, put a sock on it, will ya? Shut up, crab face. Didn't see you sending yours back. So one bit of nosh was better than usual. Big deal.
Where's Mal? She helped me with the pastry.
Oh, clumsy bugger. She was watering her pot plants and watered herself instead. Now she's drying off. Play my hand, will you, love? I want to talk to Jude. Haven't corrected for a smile since mail call. Problems?
You could say that.
Anything I can help with?
No, unless you've suddenly turned into a news specialist overnight.
Come again?
It's my grandson, Myra.
What's the matter, love? Didn't they operate?
They did, but they botched it up or something. He's going to be deaf for the rest of his life. I can't be with Laurie now to help her. I just feel so hopeless.
Nicky! Come on, boy! Please! You've got to come out! Please! Make a noise on! Stop it! Nicky! You've got to come out now! Quickly! I'm coming in after you! We're not leaving you there to die!
In the dryer, it's really wet.
How on earth did you do that?
We weren't mucking around or anything. I was watering the plants and Myra cracked a joke and I started to giggle and then I got all wet.
Yes, well, I'd rather you didn't use the dryers tonight. Why don't you leave it till the morning?
Fair enough. I'll just hang them in my room then.
Marlene, I just passed the rec room and saw Reb Kean sitting in there by herself. I don't suppose she's told you what happened?
No, I didn't notice anything. She usually sits by herself.
Yeah, well, just go easy on her, will you? She's had a bit of bad news.
She copped some extra time or something.
No. Her father died.
Oh, hell.
And there's no need to make a big thing out of it, because I think she'd probably prefer to be by herself, but just mention it to the other ladies.
Sure, Mrs. M. You can count on me.
Oh, Mrs. Burke, I was going to come and see you. Have you seen Shane?
Yes, I have.
Is he in with you?
No, I'm afraid he isn't.
Afraid? Why?
Look, I've been waiting until you got home. The police have been here, and I tried to ring you...
What about the police? Come on, quickly.
I'm afraid there's been an accident. They want you to contact the local station. They said it's urgent.
What's this pancake doing with me meat?
Oh, that's not a pancake. Dennis knows what it is, don't you, Dennis?
It smells great.
That's Yorkshire pudding, a treat for our guest.
Mum, I sort of thought it was supposed to be rounder and fluffier. Are you sure you followed the recipe right?
Oh, of course I did. I hadn't made it before, but it looks delicious.
You know, I've not had really crisp roast potatoes since I left England.
Oh, I always serve lots of different kinds of veggies. After all, you've got to have your greens, haven't you? But I'll never make a cook of Heather. She's too interested in her job and going out.
Anyone want my serve of this Yorkshire stuff?
Oh, no, it's nice. Dennis is eating his.
Oh, no, not for me. I've got to watch my waistline.
Oh, forget it. I saw an apple crumble earlier. Now Mum can really handle them.
Oh, Dad used to love his roast lamb. It was his favourite. But with my 2 other children married and gone, I have to get used to buying smaller joints these days.
Bill's a cop. It's me brother. Stupid here tried to get in the force too, but she blew it.
Listen, Brat.
Just behave.
I am. I can't help it if my sisters are doing it.
Oh. And what does your family do, Dennis?
Oh, my dad, he works on the buses. It's the only job he's ever had, really. He's the best driver they've got, though. I used to love going with him on my school holidays. Well, even now, I can remember those bus rides. They were smashing.
Oh, what about the rest of your family? Any brothers and sisters?
2 brothers, 3 sisters. I'm sort of in the middle. I wish you could meet them, Mrs. Rogers. I think you'd get on really well with my mother.
Hey, if I ever get to England, would your mum cook me roast lamb and Yorkshire pudding?
Aye, she surely would.
What's the matter, Kean? Haven't you got anyone to play with?
I'm on my own business. Why don't you shove off and mind yours?
Oh, you're not still fretting about Phyllis, are you? Oh, don't tell me. Mummy and Daddy found out about what you did after all.
All right, what's going on? Will somebody speak up? Because I'm not leaving here until I get an answer. Winter, have you anything to say?
Nothing. I made a fool of myself, that's all. I tried to do a somersault and landed on my face on the floor, OK? Now, can I go to my cell or do I have to stand here and bleed to death?
I hit her. But I bloody well killed her if you hadn't come in. So I'd like to see Mrs. Reynolds. It's time I spoke about who pushed me down those stairs.
Right. Let's go and speak to the governor.
Well, it appears young Shane was playing at the other end of the drain and thought his dog was caught inside and went in after him.
The dog wasn't there, and...
But why haven't you got him out?
Well, it's a bit complicated. The boy's crawled almost all the way through the drain, and then he's got himself snagged on something and he can't move. Not forward or backward.
Are you the boy's aunt?
Yes.
Thank God for that. Well, the kid's pretty scared in there, okay? He keeps asking when you're going to be coming.
Oh, well, look, can I speak to him?
I think you'd better. Might calm him down a bit. Try not to sound too worried. Tell him we'll have him out in a few minutes.
Jane! It's Auntie Joan, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Tell him to get me out, will you? The bloody water's getting deeper.
Hey, watch that language.
Sorry.
It's all right, mate. We'll have you out of there in no time.
I thought you might be cross with me and wouldn't come.
Why would I be cross with you? It's just a bit of bad luck, that's all.
Well, what's caused all this trouble?
It isn't trouble, Shane. Oh, look, you know, out here it's almost as much fun as Luna Park. You should see all the trucks and the cars with their lights flashing and everybody's running around all getting soaking wet.
I'm soaking wet too. The water's getting deeper. It gets in me around the nose and I ain't keep your head up.
You keep it up, do you hear? You hear me? You keep your head up, Shane. The men will be in to get you in just a few minutes. Just hang on for a few minutes more, Shane.
I'm scared, Auntie Jane. I'm scared I'm going to drown.
You'll be okay, mate. Hey, guess what? I just saw Nicky sitting up there in a police car, just as if he owned it. What do you think of that? Shane, did you hear me?
Hurry, Auntie Jane. Wait.
It's all right, Shane. I'm just going to go and talk to the rescue man. I won't go far, just a few feet away. And you just keep your head up out of that water. Shane, did you hear what I said? You've got to do something. He's drowning in there.
We're doing everything we can, Miss Ferguson.
You're not doing enough, and you're not doing it fast enough.
We're doing everything we can to save your boy. Now, the water's coming out of there at flood level now. So 2 lives will be at risk when my man goes in there, and I got to make sure that at least one of them comes out alive.
Please, don't let him die.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare, waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.